Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Season 6 Tournament Winners Bracket Round 3 with Flouche versus Juke. Tracking for us today is Purple and Aisling, and now I'll pass it off to our commentators, Mad Monk Adam and Math the Matt.
Good evening. Yeah, good evening. How you doing
Matt.
today, Mott?
Doing great. I just had a power nap. How about you?
Actually, same. I woke up about an hour ago.
Well, then we should both be awake and not make any mistakes.
Don't jinx us.
I like to jinx. It's more fun.
Right. Well, looking at the stats page here, we got it's Flouche and Juke, which is one of the most interesting races I have seen so far. We've had a lot of interesting races, but this one is one that's going to be very, very interesting for me.
Yeah, these two runners are absolutely god tier, if I may use that word. Both have the skills to take it all the way, but they're already meeting in this round here, which is unfortunate, but good for us. This is a very pog race.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Juke the 7 seed, Flouche the 10 seed.
Yeah, seedings probably don't mean too much in this race. They both have a ton of experience. Juke, for example, is a winner of League, the highest division in League for at least once. And Flouche is like a top runner in pretty much every category, including RSL. So yeah, these names do not need more introduction than that.
Oh, really? They really don't. But, cool tidbit, they're both Belgian.
They are, in fact, both Belgian, yes. All right, so how did they get here in this round? They beat, let me pull up the brackets.
Let's see. Flouche got here in round 1, beating Tanjo, and then in round 2, beating I don't know.
Oh yeah, and Juke managed to beat Marceau Lyon and G-Skate, and now they're facing in round 3. So yeah, looks like it'll be a good race. We do seem to have a little bit of technical difficulty, so we might not see Flouche's stream coming up until like half an hour. So first part of the race we'll just be seeing Juke, is my expectation.
Yeah, but it looks like we're about to get started here soon.
It looks like we have a Shadow Medallion Song of Time start, like we had yesterday.
That's interesting. And adult.
Child start.
Child start? Well, oh.
Oh, that's a creator start. That's interesting. Juke going all the way to the scrub that you almost never see.
It's the worst scrub. And that's worst scrub and worst skull if they go all the way up to the crate with it in there.
Hold on, I have to refresh maybe a couple of times because I'm seeing the same thing now for twice. Hold on.
Yeah, no, mine's doing the same thing. Okay, wait. Mine just teleported. Where am I?
So in my screen, Juke is using the torch to go to Lost Woods. He's almost almost at the builders.
All right, on my screen, Juke just entered Lost Woods.
Let me refresh once again. Okay, now the video seems to be clear.
Yep.
Juke just entering SFM.
Yeah, SFM, hitting the Wolfos.
Yeah, so pretty standard start, just picking up your songs and see what we have then.
Right, And that was, I missed the start. That was Crater Start, Song of Time, Shadow Medallion.
Yeah, but we started with Shadow Medallion and Song of Time, indeed.
All right. Very interesting.
And Duke checked the wall and the volcano. None of those seem to have anything.
Okay, did a couple peeks. Makes sense. Just Twitch, please. That is Minuet here at Sacred Forest Meadow. Child side.
Yeah, we don't have to walk up here twice. Next time we can just play the song.
And of course, with Twitch being Twitch, I completely missed the hint.
I'm not entirely sure that this is Twitch. I think Duke sometimes has problems with the stream quality. But I totally missed the hints. It's pretty hard to watch this.
Yeah, no, I have no hints. Yeah, I missed all the hints.
It looks like we have to rely on sound only today. That will be an interesting experience.
Oh, Lord.
I thought it would be a nice idea to have a quiz one day where you hear sound fragments and you have to guess in which dungeon or area they are.
Oh, Lord.
I think it's easier than you think.
Well, if chat is stuck somewhere, right now Juke is doing Ocarina minigame.
Yeah, we're seeing the Ocarina minigame, which is a hard
Which is
piece.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, so please bear with us. In half an hour into the race, it should be much better.
Yeah. Okay. Minos house. Unless we're still ahead. Oh, it looks like restream just started, but we're ahead. Also, Sacred Forest Meadow to Bongo Bongo. There we go.
Yep, we're in Midos right now.
I'm flicking my eyes between us and the restream to see how far ahead we are, and we're quite far ahead.
And
We might need to refresh.
There's a strength in Midos.
Oh, did we just get Flouche on screen?
And we have Flouche on screen, indeed.
Okay, no idea what Flouche has.
I think Flouche skipped maybe a few things and just head to Lon Lon.
No, this looks like open grotto.
Yeah, he's actually going towards the grotto.
But Flouche does have strength 1 on his arm right there. In his model, so you know he picked that up.
Yeah, I don't think Flouche had time to do pretty much the same things as Duke, so maybe Flouche doesn't have Minuet, or maybe didn't go to the Kokiri Sword check.
He has Minuet marked on his personal tracker.
Oh, okay, he does. Oh, so maybe he didn't do the volcano checks then, he just rushed. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a big hint.
Ravage. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so Nocturne of Shadow is vanilla.
I think that's good. So you are expected to pick it up at some point.
Also, for the hints we missed, Flouche has got a hint tracker here. And it is, as VXR pointed out, it says Lake Halia to Volvagia, Spirit to Baronade, Sacred Forest Meadow to Bongo Bongo, and Frogs 2 dead.
Thanks, VXR, for the additional information.
So, Lake Halia to Volvagia, Spirit to Baronade, and then Sacred Forest Meadow to Bongo Bongo. Well, we know 3 of our medallions now, just because of hints.
Yeah, so we do know that we need to beat Bongo, and we know that Nocturne is on Burning Keg, so Shadow is going to be one of the final 3 medallions.
Yep.
Actually, one of the final 2, because we already have the Shadow medallion.
Yep. Interesting. All right. Looks like Juke is now doing Talon's chickens. And Flouche is doing Valley.
Yeah, Flouche is just beelining that Lecalia way of the hero.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and there's
That is
Denson.
That's a dense fire in Valley.
That's actually massive if we find Serenade quickly, because Duke might not go to Valley then.
Yeah. Yep, Valley Lake time.
But as far as we know, Nocturne or Shadow is not one of the first dungeons we need to complete. So we
Right.
might just scout it with the Chew at some point.
So treasure chest game is dead. That's what I believe that hint was. Yep. Alright. What? Juke. Huh? Song? I'm confused. Apparently it was Requiem of Spirit.
Yeah,
Oh,
Duke,
and we're ahead of them again. Crap.
yeah, Duke is still loading for me. We'll just have to
Yeah,
wait a
no.
bit.
Mm-hmm. That was Big Pose what?
Stone of Agony on Big Pose. Okay, so we
Okay.
don't have to do the check.
Alright. Looks like we're synced back up on Juke's side. This is weird. What was that at the bottom of the lake? I could not tell.
I was just refreshing, so I also couldn't tell.
Oh, Lord.
I can only hope that we have a little bit better experience in the remainder of the race.
Mm-hmm. Well, Flouche just set Scarecrow Song and is now on the way to child fishing. Juke peeking the arch, which I could not tell for the life of me.
I think it was a red rupee.
Alright, Skull Mask is dead. Song is... that's the Sun Song.
Alright, now Time of Day Shenanigans Deceit.
Purple thinks it might be a hook on the dive spot. Bruto's letter spot. Okay.
So then we need to find a skill.
Mm-hmm. We still have no idea what our stone dungeons is and what our actual dungeons are.
Okay, let's see where Duke is going now. He just walked back to the minuet spot.
I honestly have no clue. So Flouche swimming all the way out to the island. Is this to get to the owl? Yeah, this might be to get to the owl.
So Flouche did find the dins, which is nice, and has some information on the path. But these checks are quite slow, so has to make up a little bit of ground.
Also, yeah, that was also the other brain. Like Highlight of Avagia hint. There we go.
Was it to Volvagia? I don't think we had a Volvagia hint yet.
Yeah, we had like Highlight of Avagia. That's one of the ones that they were told.
Oh, well, was it? I thought it was Lecalia to Bongo, but then...
No, it's Spirit to Baronade and Sacred Forest Meadow to Bongo.
Oh, right, yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay, cool. Looks like Duke's also making his way to Lake, I think.
Yeah. Well, no. With this angle?
No, yeah, he's going north, so maybe going adult.
Maybe going adult, yeah. Getting adult does suck the seed. See, we got Minuet in Sacred Forest Meadow so far. Just not saying much. Anybody else just get a time warp from Juke?
Yeah, the double time warp.
Okay. It doesn't look. It looks like Restream is still loading on his end, but he just entered into market and played Sun Song. And Flouche is picking up his Requiem of Spirit here.
Going for the night checks here first. He has enough rupees to buy the shield. Presumably he will do that before he does the shooting minigame.
Oh, hey, look, that's a wallet on Richard. Oh, okay. Stream really just started back up when I said that, and it's not quite there yet. But time of day warping. There we go.
Yeah, not just time of day, just entire. He made a time warp again.
It's warping all over the place on Juke's side here. But here's Flouche doing some peeks out at the Colossus, getting his song.
So Duke opting not to buy the shield yet.
Nah, you want to do your mini games first.
Most of the time you'll get a nice discount, so you will be able to do the game as well. It is a risk for sure.
I don't even know. Somehow we're at Forest at Temple of Time hints. Big Goron is Ferore's Wind.
Oh, that's nice.
That's about all I saw from those hints.
It might be worth to pick that up in certain situations.
It depends on what our trade item is and when we get it.
Stinger's dead.
Okay, so our stones, from what I can see here, when Juice check was Deku Water Dodongo. And Flouche getting worst skull. I'm sorry, I'm a little flustered from all this time warping.
Yeah, that's very normal. I really hope the quality will be a bit better, but
Also, it looks like Juke picked up a bow from somewhere.
oh, right.
Probably child shooting.
Yeah, that must have been child shooting then, yeah. There's Bolero on the menu at check, so we'll be continuing the song chain. And there's Xiao, as expected.
But yeah, no, you don't see their the worst skull unless you spawn up there as child. Like, you never walk up there just for that skull. Yeah, Lullaby on Crater is nice. It unlocks a couple more checks. Oh, hey, look, Don't Pay Dicking has nothing. I just brain. Okay, that is a blue rupee on the crate there.
Flush checking some.
Could that be Bolero? I don't think that could be Bolero to Bongo unless Bolero also unlocked all locked all the hook shots somehow.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect Bolero to be path. Maybe there's something on the volcano actually that we didn't see. ZL is never the path.
Right. Bo, I'm gonna guess child shooting gallery at this point. It's time worked through him getting it.
So Flush's start is a little bit slower. In general, he did Valley Lake. He's doing now skulls in Kek. So in terms of checks, Duke should be a little bit ahead. Flush, of course, has the Dins, which is great.
40 skulls dead. Flouche is being more thorough with this child one here, is what I would say.
Yeah, I've been watching Flouche a bit in the past months, and his routing is totally unpredictable. Not to say it's good or bad in any way, but he just routes differently than most other runners I've noticed.
That's fair.
I think Flouche is maybe the worst person if you want to meta game.
Right. It's opponents on the windmill, by the way.
Okay, that's a bit of GGG already in logic, also with that bow.
Now it's time for adult shooting. It's just a chicken's play from Flouche.
Yep, Flouche is just going to check everything here.
Mm-hmm.
But then I really expect he will go adult, because there's nothing much left here that's reasonable to do.
Yeah, he doesn't really have much left.
Anything on the chickens
Yeah,
would be very nice for Flouche.
Yeah, Flouche is doing a very thorough child one, which is very interesting. Meanwhile, I have Juke looping forward and backwards through the shooting game repeatedly without finishing it.
Well, nothing on chickens right now.
Yeah, nothing on chickens.
I kind of do like the play with Nocturne being a bit late in the seed. But there's also arguments to be made for doing this later, what Juke is opting for.
Yeah. I guess it really depends. Alright, I'm gonna go with nothing was on adult shooting. I have no idea, but it doesn't have a new item marked, so...
I had to refresh again there, because Juke was still in the adult shooting game.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now he's back in Shield Grave.
Yep. Meanwhile, Flouche is jumping up some chains for some rupees. It looks like he's gonna get the guardhouse skull here. And being very thorough with these skulls as well. It almost makes me think I missed a skull hint, but he doesn't have it marked on his hint tracker, so I have no clue.
I think he's just being thorough. He's on 7 right now. So we probably will find that bow right about here.
He's gonna buy a shield first.
Yep, he's going to buy the shield.
Hashtag buy a shield, you cowards.
But to be honest, Flouche or Juke didn't really find anything yet. So all the checks that Juke did on top of Flouche, that doesn't really matter at the moment. Maybe we do have to dip into fire to get something from the... Maybe a bomb back from there.
Yeah, that dens that Flouche got in Valley is very good.
Yeah, that's for sure a nice advantage for Flouche already. Oh, there's a scale. Alright, maybe I'm a bit ahead, but there's a scale on...
Okay, just saw it. Yeah, there's a scale on Dompe Race. There was the bow on Shooting Gallery. Alright, so scale gives us river access as child, which gives us access to beans. It also gives us access to domain.
Okay, so with that scale, which is sphere 0, and suppose there is a hook shot on the lap dive, then how is Bolero path? Is there really
Or
no
a sphere 0 on Rudo's letter, you mean? But we might have mispeaked that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there might be a hook shot. If there's a hook shot, then I'm wondering why Bolero is path, because it's so hard if you have a hook shot for Bolero to be path.
Yeah, it might not be. I'm not sure. It's a possible one because we got both Minuet and Bolero there, and we haven't seen the grotto yet. So I'm probably thinking it might just be Minuet for forest access to get to Nocturne on Burning Cack. It could just be in the grotto. We haven't seen it yet. I don't think it can be Bolero, except for if both hook shots are locked behind Bolero somehow.
Yeah, I think at this point, I think you're almost guaranteed to have Minuet path for forest access then.
The double defense fairy is dead, which is the outside Ganon's Castle fairy. Alright, let's see here. Lake Hylia, Phantom Ganon.
Ah, it was the Phantom Ganon. All right. Then it might be
Boomerang chest dead.
I think then it has to be it has to be hookshot then.
Yep.
That's the only thing that can be pathed now to Phantom Ganon, unless it's something that locks the hookshots.
So this looks like Juke's time warping for me again, but Prelude in Composer's Grave. Quag, we have Lake Hylia to Volvagia and Phantom Ganon, Spirit to Baronade, and Sacred Forest Meadow to Bongo Bongo.
Lake Hylia double path is always fun.
Yeah. Alright, Jabba Jabba's Valley Forest, Fire, Spirit, Shadow.
So we need forest, fire, and spirit in order to pick up Nocturne.
Do Shadow. Yeah. Interesting.
And Jabba we can do pretty much whenever we find the items.
Yeah, if the Prelude check is Saria's, that'll complete the path to Bongo Bongo being Minuet to get to complete Forest Temple, so you can do Burning Cack check for Nocturne. Ugh. Spaghetti logic, woohoo! Not quite spaghetti, but still. Oh, it looks like Flouche is actually going to dip the first check in fire here.
Yeah, Flouche is never scary to enter fire with as few as maybe 3 or 4 hearts. And usually you're locked out very fast.
Juke time warping through river here.
This one's pretty much always a key.
Hey, freed the Goron. But not gonna go farther. Fair enough.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Just come back whenever you have the hammer.
And shoot grabbing beans. Apparently, he bought 3 beans. He probably saw something he wanted then.
Maybe there's something on the volcano that we just didn't see.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's offers on the volcano, then for sure it's going to be path. Bolero.
So the only things you need bean for, literally, is Colossus Arch, Volcano if you don't have hovers, and well, sometimes the Graveyard Crate, and then also Lake Hylia as adult without hookshot.
Flouche just missing out on the cycle for the Rolling Goron. Going to check the hint instead. Hey, there's a slingshot there in the river.
Interesting. At lower heart piece, okay. And stopping the Rolling Goron, the mini Goron.
Okay, Flouche is continuing there. Who wants to read the hint? It's been I've seen very often that hint can decide races.
Mm-hmm.
Just
That's another treasure chest game.
Yeah, just a repetition of what we've already seen.
Yep.
50 skulls is dead.
Interesting.
Flouche is still going very hard on the skulls. Maybe expecting something on 10.
Maybe. I mean, I always get at least 20. Unless I get a 20 hints.
Yeah, maybe not necessarily expecting, but there is a good portion of seats that's locked behind 10 skulls.
Mm-hmm. That is a big chest in the wall of the trail. That is a full container there on top of Dodongo's cavern.
Yep,
And even though it's stone, it's a lot of quick checks, so we're going to go in anyway.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense.
See, with strength, we can do a lot in here.
I just refreshed. Flouche seems to be 10 seconds ahead of juwk here on my side.
Weird.
Yeah, so juwk's in domain on my side, and Flouche is just reading the hints here in DC.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Flouche deciding that he wants to open the small chests here. Maybe there are some chews.
Yeah, he's hoping for chews. That's a nut upgrade. Oh. There was a very interesting quick shots with the bow there to blow up for the staircase.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Flouche was standing. Yeah, he was standing close enough to the wall to break
Right,
the
what
bomb.
is that? That is that's a stick. It's a stick upgrade, but it's just a stick. There's bomb bags in Dodongo's cavern. Kinda expected that, to be honest.
Alright, so it looks like the items are both going to be adult then.
Mm-hmm. And he's an A down. Okay. What's your preferred Scarecrow song?
I usually go for A down, A down, A down, but it's probably not the fastest.
Mm-hmm.
My C stick is really reliable.
Right. I believe Flouche did the 2 circles. That's what I saw when he was here as child. Thank you, Axel. I also do Goron Lullaby every time. Mainly because it's ingrained into my brain by now to do it.
Goron Lullaby, wow.
Mm-hmm. I did it once as a joke, and now I can't stop doing it because it's just automatic every time I go now.
And another stick.
Lots of stick. That's a tiny chest, and over here's a tiny chest, and it's going to skip them both with bombs now. Bombs and 6 hearts, you stop opening small chests, yeah.
Oh, Flouche did find a bomb bag. Where did he find that? I missed that.
Compass chest. Behind the armmost near the staircase.
Oh, okay. Always nice to find a bomb bag in DC.
Mm-hmm. I really don't want to get free Scarecrow just because it adds a lot of routing decisions, and without it, there's really almost no reason most of the time to come down to Lake, unless it's Path.
I do like a 4 start though.
Mm-hmm.
It gives some nice additional routing options.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But maybe that's something for S7, which we can't really speculate at the moment. So Juke is going into Child Spirit, looks like. Interesting play.
Yeah, well, he has the slingshot here, unlike Flouche, who didn't have anything to do it. Basically serious, is what I'm thinking. Unless it's lab dive, yeah.
Yeah, we can never be sure about being hard required, but it's most likely logically required. It can also be on.
Flouche, sorry. Flouche just bouncing bombs off walls into Dongo's mouth for the hell of it.
Yeah, you gotta make it fun for yourself, doing the same
Yeah.
thing over and over again.
Oh, that's boss key on child side by the spirit, by the way.
And the bottle here on King Dongo, just an empty one.
Bottle's nice. Might be needed.
Maybe we can fake the letter and get into Zora's domain that way.
Fake a letter.
Surely
That's
there must be
funny.
some sort of scrap of paper somewhere in Hyrule.
We got our letter from Zelda. That's about it. In this Hyrule.
Ooh, and
Also,
magic.
magic.
Child Spirit being loaded.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Flouche is going back up. Oh yeah, he's going for the bombable wall here.
He's planting that bean. Juki is planting a bean here in the crater. Flouche getting the bombable wall. For light arrows.
Light arrows.
Now, I know it's several seasons old now, but that used to be called Juke's Wall for missing it, for completely skipping it once. I'm hoping there's not a repeat today.
Very unlikely.
Yeah.
Okay, Flouche heading back to Goron City here. Still hasn't been in Adult Kek yet.
Also, I think we just lost Juke's stream finally.
Oh wow, 2 big chests here in the maze.
Yeah, 2 big chests in the maze. We got double defense, a hint, which is Sacred Forest to Bunga Bunga. Oh, hey, look, Juke back. And Goron Tunic. And it looks like small chest on Hammerlocked.
Okay, Flouche setting using Sunsong to warp back to the entrance of Goron City here, which is always very nice if you remember to do that. He'll probably have to play. He has to play Sunsong again to do all the date checks here in Kek.
Yeah.
He's already over 10 skulls, so we'll also be able to see that.
Mm-hmm. Should be interesting. Looks like Flouche is getting bodied by a boulder. Alright. Man on roof. What you got? I forget. I don't think it was anything. It wasn't. Yeah, okay.
40 is also dead, but we probably knew that already.
No, Axel, Flouche cannot pick up the boulders with relative ease yet.
Oh, that's some some wild routing there for Flouche. Going to open Grotto, then playing Sun Song to start over.
All right. Redead Grotto. Which was nothing. Forever Fintan, we're not. It's not our side. It's juwk's side. His internet is slideshowing. Yeah, there's not much we can do about it, sadly. But we will be here commentating what we can. Yeah, juwk just time warped so far. He went 7 years into the future.
juwk is just trying to save frames.
He's trying to save frames.
And he's being very successful at that.
All right, here's a 10 skull check. Bomb refill. Okay.
So what song was there in the Composer's Grave again? Epona's, right?
Prelude.
Oh, Prelude.
Epona's was here in the windmill.
Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, 50 is also dead. 40 and 50 are both dead.
Yeah, 40, 50 dead. We do not have a 30 yet.
Unless you don't think that Bomb Choose on 40 is being dead.
It was what, a 5-pack, I believe?
I don't
Or was it the 5-pack or one of the 10s? I don't remember.
I think it was one of the 10s, but some people just like their choose.
Yeah, I don't think you get 40 skulls for just 5 or 10 choose. Now, if it was 20 and you had to go to 50 anyway, or you had to go to 30, maybe. But 40 on its own, no. Too much time investment.
Can't leave those soldiers behind. Looks like having a very nice experience here with Tanpei barely throwing fire, but when he does, he just immediately hits Flouche.
Also, here's a adult lake. It looks like, maybe. I'm having a hard time.
Alright, let's see what the bean gives us.
Top of lab is that Rudo's letter?
Rudo's letter on top of lab. Oh wow.
That is Rudo's letter on top of lab. Okay.
So which path will that be? For the hookshot or for Veja?
I'm not sure. There is two checks we won't be able to get here in lake. Just shoot the sun and lab dive.
Yeah, I think ambiguous paths are good. Gives you something to think about as a runner, and I think it's also more fun to play than when everything is just clear.
Yeah, this is a lot of age swapping. Time for fishing.
Yeah, there's lots of going back and forth between the ages. It's kind of rare.
Yeah, you usually want to stay one age as long as possible because age changes are slow.
I remember one of the quals that had a lot of age changes in the early game, and I believe that one was won by juwk. But we have Prelude, so it's not going to be a lot of hiking. But yeah, Flouche needs to buy those beans ASAP with a double path in Lake Hylia. Right, second item coming up here for juwk. Fire arrows.
Fire arrows, interesting.
Yeah,
Well, at least that gives him a fire source besides Dens until he gets it. But he still needs Dens for Shadow Temple.
yeah, Duke might think that those fire arrows are path, but we know that it can't be. But he might check out Composer's Grave again, because it's one of the few things he can do now.
Yeah, it's Lab Diver Shoot the Sun, or it's yeah, it's gotta be Lab Diver Shoot the Sun for the other item. One of them is behind Rudo's letter. Very interesting.
I'm so ready for Hammer behind Hammer on Shoot the Sun.
That means it'd be locked by long shot.
Yeah, and maybe even Water Temple completion.
Oh lord. Well, Water Temple completion it also requires long shot, so yeah.
It's probably not behind completion, but
Oh, Flouche is selling some bugs.
yeah, maybe he's thinking about. No, he already has a Goron tunic.
That is bomb shoes on bomb shoe bowling.
Yep,
Deciding against it, that's fair.
Yep. It is a fast way to empty your bottle, though.
He had an empty bottle and just went and caught bugs to sell. Which is, I'm not sure why I needed extra money. We have a treasure chest game hint, so it's not doing that. I don't know. Why do you need money, Flouche? What am I missing?
Maybe he wants to buy. Maybe he wants to buy some shoes in the shop here.
Oh, he's buying shoes. Okay.
You always love to see that. There's not many players who think about buying shoes.
Actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, bowling 1 or bowling 3.
Right. Bowling 1 was also choose, which is funny.
How many did he buy now? Did he buy only 10 or?
I think he only bought a 5-pack.
Yeah, then probably just playing the minigame was better. It might have been a 20 on the minigame.
Nehru's Ferry. It's a heart container, okay. I'm gonna refresh because Juke has not moved since he went to do age change for me at all.
Yeah.
Oh, and apparently he's in domain turning in letter.
Made a player with the best internet win today.
Oh, no, that's horrible. But funny.
I couldn't resist. Sorry.
Right. Oh, he's just opening it. It looks like he's gonna just open it and go back adult. Well, we know Boomerang Chest is dead, so that's fair.
Okay, so with that magic that Flouche will find, what does that give us? Probably still not too much.
Magic. Then first 2 check us. No, we don't have Nocturne.
Might be
magic
worth
and fire source.
Might be
is
worth GGG maybe.
Actually, GGG would not be a bad play. It could have hookshot, for all we know. So it actually has to be in Lake Hylia somehow.
I feel like the second strength or another another hookshot would be very nice to find here. To check out the remaining Lake Hylia checks. So what is Duke doing? Is he just he's peeking and then going in? Okay. Doesn't want to go into DC.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a problem for Duke. I hope he doesn't put it off too long.
Right, because he knows his. Well, we know it's his mom's.
Flouche going back to Minuet. Maybe doing the Lost Woods checks.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, and going
Got
River
bombs
probably.
now.
Yeah, he's probably going River now.
Mm-hmm. Gonna try to find his slingshot there and be a little upset he bought shoes, I guess. Meanwhile, Juwk is waiting to stop the little mini Goron dude.
On my screen, he's already talking to the Goron.
Okay. We have not seen this Wolfos Grotto and Sacred Forest Meadow yet, so this could also be our path.
I do expect the song to be passed though. Oh,
It's
but
a big
there's
chest,
a
though.
big one, yeah.
Hovers, that's a much better path to Bongo
Yeah,
Bongo.
there are the hovers. Let's go. Well, if we have the song, then we can beat Shadow. Oh no, we still need that hook shot.
You still need the hook shot. Yep. And at this point, it's Lab Dive?
Yeah, Lap Dive is a good candidate.
Yeah, Shoot the Sun can't be hook shot because that's long shot locked. Or Hook and Ice, or in Jabu Jabu somewhere with Ruto's letter in Lake as well.
Yeah, Flouche is in a good spot, but still needs to plant the bean in Lake.
Mm-hmm.
Has to backtrack a little bit.
Does Juke? Oh, Juke has one bottle. He has the Ruto's letter bottle.
I think there's a Deku shield on the bottom. Or is that strength 2?
Where are you looking?
Or maybe Zora tunic? Duke is looking at Icy Waters on my screen.
Oh, you're a little ahead of both me and the restream.
Oh yeah, I have to refresh.
Okay, that's okay. From what I can tell, because it keeps despawning when he looks at it, that is either a shield or I can't tell. Is that a shield?
Yeah, I think it's something flat. So maybe a Zora tunic.
Mm-hmm.
No, but maybe a shield. Yeah, maybe you're right.
Flouche only bought one bean, I believe.
Okay, watch the trick that Flouche is going to do now with the chicken. It's really insane.
Hmm. What the? Oh, hey.
Yeah,
That's pretty
pull it
cool.
off. Yeah, I managed to pull it off. Very nice.
Yeah. Okay. So Flouche bought one bean. Juke bought 3. Hmm.
Okay,
All right. Nice cavern time.
So what do we hope to find here? Maybe storms.
I'm expecting a hook, or it could be the song, and if it storms, it's funny.
Even Serenade would be very good.
Yeah, Serenade would be nice, but it wouldn't lead us to anything.
Yeah, but going back to Lake is now very bad, so we have to go back there at least once.
Yeah. So Storms locks 14 checks. if I remember right. Maybe a bit more. 17? You have the 2 Storm Grottos, Frogs in the Rain, and then all of the well checks.
Flouche using the chicken to jump from the right side of the waterfall. Very greedy, but it works.
So far, nothing in ice.
Yeah, if you find storms here or serenade, I think you can call it a success. And if you find Serias, then at least you know you have to go back for SFM for the hovers.
Right. Yeah, serious with Minuet and Scale, you never plant the bean in the river. Because you'll never use it.
Also, Juke doesn't have a shield yet.
Oh, Lord. Showing off some glitchless jumps, though.
Yeah, Flouche able to use the Dins here on the torches. A little bit of time save over Juke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Juke really has been pushing that progression. Flouche needs to plant the bean, pick up Brutos as adult, go back child to hand in the letter, and go back adult to go ice if he wants to follow the same path as Juke.
I don't know if he'll follow the same path at this point. He's got a pretty unique path at this point. And also, we've seen nothing in ice. Like, literally nothing.
But I think it's all about the song. If it's Serenade or Storms, it's worth no matter what you find in ice. In my opinion. Screen is buffering here, so maybe someone has to tell me what song it is.
It's buffering both for me and for Restream as well. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Guess we'll have to look that up on his tracker.
Yeah, as soon as it stops being so pixelated, I can't see it.
So it seems to be Storms, okay. Is that an age change again?
Was it Storms? Looks like it was Storms, okay.
Are we going child now to find the hookshot in the bottom of the well? If that's even
oh,
possible.
God. A Song of Ice and Buffer. Alright. What is King Zora? Nothing. Right, so all dungeons is either Saria's or Serenade at this point. Ocarina of Time is Serenade. Did we get that hint somewhere? Because I don't remember ever seeing it.
I also don't remember seeing a hint for OT, but we might have seen it.
No, Namaha, somebody said it and I didn't see it. Oh, hey, look. Iron Boots.
I'm at 55. I'm at 56 minutes right now on Flouche's side.
Yeah, same. This is probably a lake play from Flouche. He's got Iron Boots, so we can... No, wait, we don't have Hookshot to do the Iron Boot glitch thing on Lab Dive. Oh, crap.
Yeah, it might be Lab just blocking that hookshot.
Yeah, no, I don't think we'll ever be locked together on Juke's side. Not today.
And Juke is still missing those bombs, which is starting to become a bigger deal as the game continues.
Alright, so Tech Grotto was nothing. Right. So, with... Ew.
Well, you may-
Is,
You may find a hook shot out of logic, Kohler, right?
Yeah.
If you do hook shotless GTG and you find a hook shot, then you might find your long shot on lap dive.
What is that? That is... Hey, always shoot her safely, neighbors love. At the Death Mountain Trail, Storm's Grotto. And Remote Grotto here. Oh, Remote Grotto something.
So given what we know, it's probably optimal for Juke now to do Child DC.
Hey, look, another bow.
Juke will, of course, be able to scout everything in bottom of the well, but may not be able to pick up all the big chests.
Mm-hmm.
And Juke already picked up the light arrows.
Mm-hmm. Alright, thank you, VXR.
Of course, Serenade is an ode to you with Lake Hylia double path.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing in Child.
Right. We'll probably never see that song. If we see that song, something's gone wrong.
Well, those dungeons are not the worst for AD.
Very true.
But we're almost an hour in and we haven't collected any additional medallions.
Right.
And all the dungeons we have to clear are long.
Yeah. We got the 2 longest dungeons. The 3... God. Lord. All the long dungeons. Alright, there's Rudos for Flouche.
Yeah, Duke is really suspicious of that Composer's Grave check, with the fire arrows being potentially what from his perspective.
But it's nothing.
It's always slightly worrying when you think you have found a path item and the first thing you check is not what.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe your mind shifts to a spirit now, but this is maybe locked behind spirit.
So, where did you see that? Because I have not seen that at all.
So what have I seen? Or is it a question to chat?
Soho's saying our last path hint is Spirit to Twinrova. Under the waterfall? Oh, okay. So our last hint is Spirit to Twinrova, so inside Spirit Temple itself is the path to finish it.
Yeah, that must be the long shot.
Which is funny.
Or a mirror shield at this point. I don't think it can be anything else.
No, because we did Child Side, which was magic. It could have been magic for.
Oh yeah, it could have been magic actually. That's true.
Magic lock checks. Happy 1 hour, everybody! Shoutouts to our trackers, Purple and Aceling. I'm probably horribly pronouncing that again. Shoutouts to Runner, Flouche, and Juke, and shout out to my co-com Mott.
And joining me today, Mad Monk Adam. Record holder for most comms in S6.
So far.
I believe. It's so much easier to make the later bracket stages as a commentator.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Griandal, I got this name in the first MMO I ever played because I was a healer and I ended up tanking a dungeon because all our tanks went AFK. And I was pissed off about it. So they started call, and the healer class is called monk. So, yeah.
Right, Flouche making it all the way here to Fortress. He needs to play Sunsong at some point to make it daytime for the HBA checks.
Yep. I like the fortress play here.
Yeah, I always like to go to areas that you can full clear, and well, despite not having the hookshot, these runners know how to beat GG without the hookshot. I don't think we found anything in the bottom of the well yet.
I saw this trick the other day, and I'm not sure how the hell it's pulled off, but you can actually get her stuck in the torch with the bomb shoe as well, not just the hook shot.
Yeah, I think you just have to. I've seen it in Arthur O'Dooney's stream. I think you just need to wait until she's a bit closer, and then she will just jump whenever you try to hit her with the bomb shoe. Yeah, Chews, of course, are super nice here for juwk. He's at least in the race now when it comes to explosives.
Oh, so there's the hook shot in well, which
wow.
means letter was our path for well, or path for PG. So our path for Volvagia is still out there, either on Shoot the Sun or on Lab Dive.
So, wow, that's a very convoluted path then. Let us think about it. So we found a skill in Dampe race, which
Dampe race, yeah.
Which allowed us to buy beans in river, although we could also have used the bombs for that. Which gave us the Widow's Letter on Adult Lake.
Yeah.
Which gave us Storms in Ice, which gave us hookshot. Okay, wow, that's a nice path for hookshot.
That's a lot of back and forth age changes.
Yeah, either the skill or the bombs. Yeah, both are possible to buy those beans.
Also, that's a clean 1670 from Flouche there. Also, I'm not seeing any of well because juwk is just buffering on my side. I need to refresh. Oh, hey, look, another bottle with blue fire in it for Flouche on 1500.
Yeah, blue fire is a nice time save for Flouche. You won't need to run back to King's Orpher with that.
Also, was that strength 2 just there for juwk?
Yeah, if that's the case, that's really good for juwk. Then everything he has done is paying out, and he will definitely be able to get back to the things that Flouche already did.
Alright, cool. Was that on Dead Hand or the invisible chest next to Dead Hand that is previously known as Steve? Okay. Thank you. That's 2 chests in lobby. I mean, 2 keys in lobby. Of course it's 2 chests. Oh my god. This, slideshow buffering has got me a little messed up.
Yeah, I have a really hard time following what juwk is doing. Doesn't seem to be any big chest here in the maze. But there's a big one here on top of above the maze. I hope I'm not ahead of it.
Invisible roof. Oh, it's gold scale.
Oh, gold scale here. That's big.
He can check lab dive, though we know it's not his hook shot. It could be his long shot. That'd be funny.
Okay, so we're double path to Volvagia and to PG, right? So the PG is already fulfilled. I don't think it can be. I don't think it can be long shot because then.
Oh yeah, because it had to be locked by hook shot somehow.
But it can be hammer. It can be hammer on lab dive.
It could be hammer, yeah, which would still be helpful. Oh god, please not slideshow forest. Excuse me. Alright, Flouche can't do any more here without hookshot skip. Well, besides the Stalfos room.
Oh, shieldless forest, that's always very tricky.
Oh god. Hashtag buy a shield, you coward.
I've seen runners lose literally minutes in not having a shield in forest.
Yeah. And we know our mirror shield is probably somewhere in spirit. Based off pass. Of course, it could just be the magic locked key somehow. Okay, it is Juke, so I will trust he knows how to do shieldless forest very well. Forest Temple is already one of the laggiest dungeons when you're fighting Stalfos. Imagine doing it with slideshow internet right now.
So we can set a timer. But when did Duke enter forest? Was it 106?
Something like that, yeah.
Because if it's anything above 16, then the shield is really hurting him. Because normally the top runners take like 15 minutes to beat forest.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on where the keys are located.
Alright, it looks like Flouche is just going to immediately go to do lab dive with that gold scale.
Yeah, but we certainly have very, very convoluted logic, and it's kind of a mess where both of the runners are going every time.
Mm-hmm. Also, still no bombs for Juke, which hasn't hurt him too bad so far, actually.
I'm actually thinking that Duke will find another bomb back somewhere.
Mm-hmm. At this point, especially with him using the Jews as logic breakers.
Hey!
There's Hammer. That makes
Hammer.
sense. Oh, that's fire.
I don't remember where we found those irons. Oh, it was Ironfield Growler, right? New Market.
But irons, were they Boulder of Destiny or were they in
Yeah, I think
Remote
Boulder of
Grotto?
Destiny, yeah.
Yeah, they were in Boulder of Destiny, so he immediately went and did Peak Tektite. Makes sense.
So it looks like everything is required today. GGG is required for the skill, although Duke might be able to use irons.
All right, I have a question here because I didn't see it on either side, and I'm not sure. Did they set Scarecrow as adult because they were both at Lake, or did they both skip it?
Nah, they must have said it right. I can hardly believe that they didn't.
I didn't see. That's why I'm asking. All of Duke's was a Flouche has Scarecrow. Okay, they both did it as adult. All right. I know they said it as child. I'm asking if they did it as adult.
Oh, we haven't seen that hint. Did you see it?
No.
30 is the mirror shield.
30 is Mirror Shield? Okay.
Yep. I think that's good for Flouche. I think Flouche has been more aggressive on skulls.
Oh, yeah. I think he's at like, what, 15 or 16 right now?
But that's mostly because I haven't seen Duke kill any skulls.
Yeah, right.
Maybe it's not so bad. We gotta have a skull count soon.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh, dear God. If Duke only has 2 skulls and needs to get to 30, that's not good.
Yeah, so where is the longshot then? Is longshot going to be in spirit? Yeah, it got to be right. Got to be in spirit. Oh no, magic could be in spirit. So where's the longshot then if we are in no mode?
We don't need long shot.
Oh, we don't need longshot. Yeah, that's true actually.
So, rank has to be in spirit because it's path to Baronade. We know Mirror Shield. Twin Rova's our spirit to Twin Rova was magic on Child's side. We can do And then we know Nocturne is on Burning Cack. Forest, Fire, Spirit, Shadow, Jabu. Yeah. We're in no mode.
I think Flouche is actually in a very good position right now.
Even without that hook, he's in a very good position.
Flouche is going out of his way for going back to Deceive to grab some skulls.
Yeah. Which makes sense. He's trying to do this little skip where you hover boots over to grab the ledge. There he goes.
Yeah, it does make a lot of sense, but at the same time, you can't really use the mirror shield yet. But you never know when Strength 2 might show up on Flouche's side.
Alright, that's 15 skulls for Flouche. The question here is, actually, big question. When Flouche goes well to follow that path to Phantom Ganon eventually, does he pick up the hookshot and dip, or does he go until he gets the Strength 2? Because the Strength 2 was locked farther back.
Sorry, could you repeat the question, please? I was just not paying attention for a second there.
When Flouche eventually goes well to follow the Phantom Ganon path, does he dip when he gets Hook, or keep going until he gets Strength 2? Because Strength 2 was on the Dead Hand, which is one of the last checks you do. And Hook was very early.
Yeah, that's a tough question, actually. I think he'll just probably continue going.
You think go full clear?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I can also see Flouche leaving. He can also be very aggressive at times.
Also, hey, look, big stabby in Forest.
I can see Flouche bailing because he has a lot of progression to do when he finds the hook. But Shadow being locked behind Strength 2, that's really good for Flouche as well.
Right. Also, but as Chance pointing out, Flouche has been very, very thorough so far, so I don't see him skipping it. But it's still a question to ask, because I've seen people do that. They get an item in a path location, immediately dip, and then the next check was the last item they needed, and they last locationed it.
The only reason why I can still see Flouche bailing is because Flouche will pick up that hookshot very late. He still needs to do. He still needs to end in the letter. Still needs to go to Ice. He still needs to go to bottom of the well. So Flouche will probably get his hookshot around the 2-hour mark or 1:45, something like that. And then he might feel behind. So he might just, for some reason, just bail. But he probably just continues, as you all say.
"17 skulls for Flouche." No, Flouche has not turned in the letter. He got it, and he's also had other stuff to do because of his pathing. So he hasn't gone back child to turn it in yet.
Yeah, he went to GTG, found a skill, and then found Hammer, and then went on to beat Fire.
Yep. Honestly, there's no casino today. At all. It was very quick and easy.
Yeah, there's
I only call it a casino when you have you've done all your progression and you followed and you cleared out all your paths. That's when it's casino for me.
And there won't be too many checks left when Flouche finds the hookshot. So.
Yeah, I would say Juke has a casino for Dens. Dens was in Valley Crate. Hey, Mel.
You have missed a seed with very long logic change, which involves lots of age changing. Lake Hyla being double path.
Spirit Temple being double path. We had 2 double paths today. At least location-wise, if not dungeon-wise.
I'm not sure what's the bigger problem for Juke right now. Not having the dins or not knowing about 30. I believe that not knowing about 30 is maybe a bigger problem right now.
Yeah, I would say not knowing about 30 is the bigger problem now because he's skipping all the forest skulls.
Is he skipping the forest calls? Yeah, that's bad then.
Yeah. He has not got a single forest skull.
So yeah, Juke has basically two big problems that he needs to solve somehow as a Houdini act.
Mm-hmm.
But Flouche still needs to do a lot of progression that Juke already did. So is there any way we can find maybe another hookshot out of logic? Probably not.
No, I don't think so. Not in fire, at least. Because fire's in no way hookshot locked. Yeah, you could maybe find one in spirit, but not here.
We also might still find claim check for potentially quickly picking up furrours that might come into play.
Mm-hmm.
It can be worth it some situations. But probably not anymore because we have light arrows already. Maybe if you find it here in fire, you can just pick it up after you complete it. We know that Flouche still needs to do at least 4 H changes to beat the game.
Yeah, which is insane.
Probably, maybe even, I think even 6. I think Flouche has to do at least 6 H changes now.
Go child, turn in letter. Go adult. Go into ice to get storms. Go child. Get hookshot and straight
Strength
2. Go adult. Do
find
spirit.
boomerang.
And go child. Do Javu. Go adult. Holy crap, that is 6 H changes.
Yeah, so we do know that Flouche needs to
At
do 6 more
least.
H changes. That's ridiculous.
Oh my god.
And we already did like 6 or 8 already.
Mm-hmm. No, knocked. Juke has 2 skulls total.
Only
He's
2?
not touched another skull.
Oh, wow, that's bad.
And he skipped every single skull. He has 5 now? Okay. Still is bad.
Yeah, so when is you going back for that hammer? He still needs to go to GGG. Or to the Howerfield Grotto for irons.
Right.
Then when he finds hammer, he might be in a position where he can check the hint.
Mm-hmm.
So Juke will probably not find that hint for another 20 minutes or so.
I don't know why I saw that 5 on that skull he picked up and thought it was a 2.
Maybe we're standing upside down.
No, I'm just doing a handstand for the hell of it.
And then it would still be a 5 actually. Alright, doing Adult Spirit here without any sort of shield. Did I say child? I mean adult.
Yeah, that's rough. I don't know where our other shields are, but at the moment, we know where Mira's shield is, and having no shield is At least to me, detrimental. Maybe not the hugest detriment, but still kind of detrimental.
Okay, Flouche is all the way up to Megaton Hammer right now. Is the biggie going to be on Pierre? Did we have a look at the time Duke took for a forest? Are we
I
interested?
think he got her out around 21:30 or 22. Here has boss key as well.
Oh, then it's a pretty good time then. Okay, so we have a boss key on Pierre. Is that what I am looking to see?
Yeah. Fire is hookshot
Wow.
locked.
Oh boy. Well, good thing for Flouche that the boomerang seems to be hook locked as well. So, oh, but that wouldn't matter because then you just complete Jabu instead of going to ice, which is still progression. Yeah, so it's going to be very linear for Flouche from here on. Duke with the nice quick pushes.
Gotta love those I love the quick pushes.
Still have to try them out myself. Yeah, Nocturne is on Burning Keg, so we pick up Nocturne after Forest, Fire, and Spirit. It's looking to be a very long seed. I think we'll need close to 3 hours, if not more. Probably more than 3 hours. Can you imagine that we have these two legends in a race and Flouche doesn't even have a second medallion, almost 1.5 hours in?
Yeah, still rough. Also, you were right about Saria's being on the prelude check. Because it's the only place it can be now.
I don't think I was the one with that suggestion, but it seems to be
I
the
look a
case.
lens.
Yeah, Flouche, Duke also does not have the hovers yet, so hovers is really good for Duke to find before going to Valley. Then he can use the hovers to pick up the dins.
Right. If not, you need a long shot, don't you?
Yeah, either have long shot or go child.
Yep.
But both of them are going to be massive time losses because we don't even know where the long shot is.
Yeah, this seed is a mess.
I don't think I've ever seen a seat where a person that has like a second medallion close to the 2 hour mark is in the lead.
Hour half in, no medallion besides your starting one, but you're in the lead while the other person has a medallion.
Yeah, so Flouche still has to do ice, which is like, what is it, 7-8 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
Then bottom of the well, add another 7-8 minutes with all the age changing and the hiking. Then we probably beat Forest, so we'll be close to the 2 hour mark before Flouche gets the second medallion, and he'll be in the lead, presumably.
Flouche does have a stone, because he did do the Dongo.
Maybe the baby sword will show up somewhere for even more possibilities to do checks.
I believe we lost juke again. Okay. Or I lost juke again. Crap.
Yeah, I think with a refresh, you should be able to see juke again.
Okay.
No sign of
This
the
is
boomerang
refresh,
yet.
the restream. No boomerang yet? Okay.
I think boomerang might just be in shadow, perhaps.
No, well, if spirit is the path to Baronade, I don't think it can be.
It was spirit. Was also path to spirit, right?
Huh?
Wasn't spirit
Yeah.
also path to spirit?
Yeah, and it got magic in it. And we had a magic lock key.
Yeah, but the magic might also be for shadow, for your boomerang. So maybe the mirror shield is still here. I don't know.
We know mirror shield's on 30.
Oh wait, I'm a dumbass.
You're fine. Right, those two big chests on no idea what they were. Looks like maybe a Zoro tunic. Zora tunic, holy crap brain. Not Zoro. I don't know what was on the other big chest, but it doesn't look like anything. Based on its personal tracker. Yeah. Thank you, chat. I love you as well.
Yeah, the 30 is the biggest problem here for Juke, and he has other problems here as well. And for Flouche, it's going to be very linear now. Not many ways to go wrong.
Yeah, it's very linear for Flouche now. It's just 8 age changes.
He already did one, I think, when I mentioned that. Or I don't know, he already did two. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, down here, I think it's just a shield. If I was peeking it correctly.
Yeah, we'll probably have a better look now with Flouche having those irons.
Okay, that's just rude. Restring. So I refreshed the comments page and Juke froze again immediately.
Yeah, on my side, Juke is just going doing reverse wasteland.
All right. Oh, hey, look, a shield on the fairy fountain here.
That makes it less likely that the item there is a shield. So I think there are only two.
Yeah. No, Rich. Only Flouche has a 30 hint at the moment. Let's see if I can actually see what this is this time.
Let's have a better look.
That's just a shield.
He does want to go down for it.
Yeah, no, that's just
Oh,
a
yeah.
Deku shield.
Yeah, it's a shield then. Okay.
Seven skulls for Juke. That's rough.
Yeah, now he'll be going to GGG, but there are not really any skulls in the area.
Where was that 30 hint? I forget.
It was in the DMC grotto.
Oh yeah, the crater grotto.
Not even behind the wall, just in the grotto there.
Mm-hmm. Which Juke never went to DC to pick up bombs, so.
And we did already check the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Juke just destroyed that box, which he probably wanted to use to jump on. I'll buy some chews. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did he need one more rupee for the 200? Oh, wow.
Yeah, he needed one more rupee for 200. That's hilarious.
Oh, wow, okay. Some clever thinking by Juke there.
What's that? 199. That's hilarious.
Should be able to buy 9 chews for that amount. That's not how the game works.
Chews are overpriced in the game.
Then you've never played A Link to the Past.
I have. They're overpriced in that game too. A lot of stuff is overpriced in the Zelda games. Like there's expensive beetle from Wind Waker. Like 900 something rupees for a piece of heart.
Oh yeah, then there's Majora's Mask where you have to farm like 5,000 rupees if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Or a couple of thousand at least. Yeah, at least Link to the Past has a couple of 300 packs.
Alright. Alright, question here is, does Juke peak Valley when he gets done with GTG?
Well, when he finds his skill, he probably heads to Lake Hylia anyway, so he most likely will.
We crowdfund better internet for Juke. Oh my god.
I feel like the last 15 minutes or so, it's been better than before.
Restream is still frozen for him at the Chew Salesman. It looks like.
Alright, so Flouche made it all the way here for storms. We will be able to...
Oh look, it just warped to GTG. We got another frame. Alright, here's the song for Flouche.
Yeah, he'll be able
After he
to hold
opens the
that,
chest.
that precious hookshot in his arms very soon.
My precious. Yeah, no, GTG here is just a time loss for Juke, honestly. Unless it pushes him to check Valley. There's nothing.
Yeah, he had to make his way at some point to DCG during this race. But yeah, Flouche has been very efficient here.
Yeah, Lens game was into dead. It will get him gold scale, that's true. Gold scale might actually push him to go Valley into Lake.
Duke still picking up some keys, although that was the invisible chest, I believe.
Invisible roof chest, yeah.
Oh, there's a big
I don't
one.
think he peeked the maze. No, there is a big chest in here. What is this? This is bow locked bows. But hey, this bow percent.
It's actually so cool that you can use this owl a few times this seed to go to Child Cack.
Mm-hmm. You almost never see that owl unless you spawn up there. But it's well time for Flouche. And we shall see him get his strength 2 and hookshot here.
It goes to show how versatile the toolkit of these players is. I wouldn't probably think about.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying I probably wouldn't even think about using the owl to go to Child Cack. These settings. So if Flouche doesn't bill after the hookshot, which we don't expect, then he'll just be in sort of go mode.
Actually, yeah, he'll be in go mode until he gets the boomerang wherever that's at in Spirit. Probably mirror locked at this point. Mirror locked or twin robo.
I'm not sure how close he is to 30 skulls yet.
I think he's at 20-ish.
Yeah, it should be over 20, but probably not by too much.
Mm-hmm.
But he still has forest ahead of him, which has like 5, so...
Right. Technically, the path could be completed by Minuet to get Nocturne off of Burning Cack. But if you have a check in a path location that's to a dungeon you don't have all the items for, you just full clear it. Oh, that was Choose in the freestanding coffin. It's funny.
I'm having trouble with Duke's side again, but it appears he has found the gold skill now.
Yeah. I think. I don't know. I'm slideshowing again.
Yeah, he just picked up the gold skill. Hook shot for Flouche.
Yeah, he's gonna keep going.
Oh, he's not going to the back yet.
He's checking these first.
I have a funny feeling that Flouche is actually going to skip strength, but maybe I'm too early with my prediction.
Where's he going? Is he not gonna check?
I have a funny feeling that he's going to leave.
Flouche, what are you doing? Go to Dead Hand. Flouche! Oh no. Oh my god. He skipped Dead Hand and Invisible Chest and he's gonna not have Strength 2.
Yeah, I had a funny feeling throughout the seed already. I thought Flouche is certainly capable of skipping that. He can be very aggressive at times. But now he's aggressive on the wrong moment.
Dear god, that is horrible for him.
There's just one strength there in the back. It would put him pretty much in no mode. I do respect the play though. I mean, it looks very silly, but I do respect the play.
I think we just lost Juke's stream. Completely. Yep. Oop.
Well, the good thing
there goes.
The good thing for Flouche is that the seed is locking him out from a lot of things, so he'll be going back to that check very soon. Can't do Shadow, can't do Spirit, can't do Jabu, can't do Water, can't do Deku. So,
yeah, he really has almost nothing left.
But yeah, he might actually go to Water. That's true.
Right, Juke is in Valley. Did he pick up Tin's Fire? He doesn't have it marked on his tracker.
He doesn't have hover, so I don't think he can get himself there.
Oh, right.
So he needs to go Child again. Or
did he even peek it? Well, I didn't see.
He must have picked it right. He has Bomb Choose. No reason not to pick it. Yeah, the question is, even if you find hovers, how do you get back to the chest for the trick then? Still a long hike. But yeah, the seed became a lot more interesting right now. Flouche is going to waste some time checking things he shouldn't check.
This seed is just evil. So it's really bad for Flouche he didn't check Dead Hand.
Was Dead Hand a key, or was it another item?
The strength 2 was there behind Dead Hand.
Yeah, I know, but was that end himself? Was that a key or?
I don't remember.
Because if Flouche found only 2 keys, then he might think, oh, just one check. I don't want to be dead end for that.
Mm-hmm.
I think in Flouche's mind, there's like maybe less than 10% chance that his strength is there.
Yeah, that's fair. Actually, I was not counting keys, so I have no idea.
Yeah, it might certainly lose him the game by just skipping that the dead hand check. But Duke still needs to find the 30 hint. There's probably no way he does not get that hint after fire.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to say how much time these runners have to go back to the check they need. Because they've done so wildly different things so far.
They really have. Flouche has been a lot more thorough, except for just then. And Juke's been pushing progression hard when he can. Progression and path. Yeah, Mel, Flouche skipped strength 2. The only 2 checks he didn't do well was Dead Hand and the Invisible Chest behind Dead Hand.
Flouche paying attention to the little details here in execution in Forest.
Mm-hmm. This whole...
Yeah, so Flouche is still here in Forest for another 10 minutes. Duke will still need to climb fire.
Hmm.
Then they will be almost tied when it comes to progression. Duke still a little
Almost,
bit
yeah.
ahead. Duke also did a lot of spirit, of course.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Juke will actually be able to finish fire, though. Because has the hook shot to do Scarecrow in here. While Flouche didn't have the hook shot when he came to fire the first time. So he won't have to climb as high.
Yeah, surely Duke will check the fairy after fire and then also go ahead for the grotto. I have a hard time seeing Duke skipping that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this might have just swung back in favor of Juke with Flouche skipping that strength 2.
Yeah, it's going to be very close now, depending how fast Flouche is going to be locked out of, for example, water. Probably not very fast.
No long shot, so
He might find long shot or Deku Kiri Sword.
oh god.
There's a lot of bait still left for Flouche. Now he skipped bottom of the well.
Yeah, it also really depends on where that strength 3 is. But yeah, Juke won't have to climb as high into Fire Temple because the boss key is on Pierre. Which Flouche could also go back to fire and finish that off. I wouldn't be surprised to see him do that after Forest. Yeah, Juke might climb for checks. Not sure though.
Yeah, Duke's inventory looks surprisingly empty.
Yeah, it does.
He still hasn't found the bomb bag though. He still needs to do DC.
Nope, he can't go any farther without bomb bag. He's not gonna waste his shoes there apparently. Oh, I forgot the first check and
Oh,
fire
yeah,
for a
yeah.
key. Oh no. Oh, he didn't check the Goron near the boss. Oh. Oops. Well, that explains that.
Flouche praying for strength 2 here, but of course it's going to be just a big Goron
Big
sword.
Goron. I don't know if he'll go into DC unless he's going in for checks, which we know the bomb bag's there, but he's been hard. He avoided it a couple of times already. That's true. He doesn't have a lot left. Juke never bought one, and the mirror shield's on 30 skulls, which he doesn't have the hint for.
Yeah, Duke probably prefers to farm for the mirror shield, which he doesn't know it's not 30 yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, no bombs, no shield. That's pretty much everything you need to do hookshotless spirit. Sure, GGG. Bombs,
Yeah.
bombs and a shield. So Flouche needs to hope that a lot of his bait items are actually locked in cannons.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he goes to water and finds, for example, a Deku Kokiri sword, then he'll be very far away from where he needs to go.
Right. The seat has not been nice, to be honest. I mean, we're in no mode, but our runners are just not having a good time.
Oh, very nice trick there.
I love the glitchless jump there. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think neither runner is going to be very thrilled when they... Of course, they're going to be happy when they win, but they're not going to be thrilled with how the race was going for them, no matter who wins.
Right.
It's just probably going to be a very big relief and wanting to forget about the seed as fast as possible.
Yeah. It'll be interesting either way. Yeah, the 17-20 required age changes not helping at all.
It looks like my guess wasn't too far off. We're already at the 1 hour 50 mark and still no second medallion for Flouche. When he gets to the basement, we have to check the skull count. Should be close to 30 now.
Yeah, he's got to be really close, especially after Forest. Because there's 5 in here. Very funny, Axel. Oh, also, I almost forgot. There is a French restream. I don't think it's on Maleka today, though. Who is it on? But there is a French restream of the race going on today. Let me double check and get you who is hosting it. Poppy Grant is hosting the French restream for today, this race.
That sounds correct. Yeah, Flouche should be locked out very quickly, but he might find some bait items that will make him
Push
go
him
to
the
other
stone
places
dungeon.
first. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he's locked out of 3 of his medallion dungeons, so it shouldn't take him too long to go back, because he'll run out of checks, but...
Well, with that Serias, he might just check Skull Kid and Darunia. Maybe then he will go back to bottom of the well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it looks like we're going to water now.
That is 10 skulls for Juke. 2 hours in on a 30 skull required seed, 10 skulls. You think he routes in well with the Sarius checks? Hopefully.
That would be my best bet. Maybe after Darunia.
Yeah. I guess it depends on if he does his extra adult checks first or not. I don't see him going back to GTG because he's got a whole room locked behind Strength 2, and he knows that there's nothing else in the maze, so he doesn't need to go, and it's probably a bunch of keys, to him at least. So I don't see him going back to GTG, to be honest.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to say where he will go to. Even water is very bad actually to go there. Yes, doesn't have serenade.
We did check 10 skulls. It was a bomb refill. Have not seen 20 though.
Simultaneous bosses here. Finally some excitement after 2 long dungeons looking for the boss key.
Also shieldless Volvagia, bombless Volvagia.
Oh
He
yeah,
has
that's
bomb
actually
juice.
that's actually going to be slow. Let's see how Juke is going to go on about that.
Well, he has his chews.
Oh yeah, just
And he has
choose
a
the
lot of
buttons, yeah.
chews.
Oh, a troll hole as well. Oh boy.
Well, not exactly troll hole, but close. No, that's troll hole. Oof.
He's setting that up very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if he has a fairy or not, but he should be good either way.
Alright, Flouche, what do you do now? Playing Sun Song so you can get skulls here at night, Kokiri Forest. Okay.
And that's fire done here for Juke. Very nice.
Yep.
It was a very decent fight without bombs or a shield.
That's 24 skulls for Flouche, by the way. Yeah, no, Juke way over damaged with the chews there.
Maybe you can carry over those hits for the next seed.
That'd be funny, but I don't think it works that way.
Flouche, what are you going to do now? Fire?
Yeah, that's a fire play.
Oh, he has done everything in fire. Oh wait, he has hookshot now.
He has to do Pierre. Yep.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, well, Juke should be able to find this hint very soon now.
Yeah.
But Juke still also needs to get back to SFM still.
Yeah, no, we haven't seen Rang. It's somewhere in Spirit. Mirror locked. So for once, our light medallion is actually going to be our last medallion we do. Most likely. Well, no. Yeah, because you'll stay adult and do Shadow before you go back to Child to do Jabu.
That was a oh no moment for Juke. Yeah, you need 30, my boy.
Oh, he's just now going into that grotto for me.
Oh yeah, he's already left it on my side. No
And
shield.
there he goes, 30 for mirror shield.
No shield flicks though.
All right, are we back?
Think we're back. Are we back, chat?
Hello? Hello, hello?
Spam emotes if you can hear us again.
All right, cool.
Hey.
There we go. Hello, everybody. Flouche in Vavagia fight here. I lost juwk again. Give me a second.
And juwk is hunting for skulls in Lost Woods. But he actually skipped hover boot, so I really hope he remembers to go
he
there.
skipped hover boots? Oh no, he just walked right over them?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Oh, that's rough.
He went all the way back to the scrub, and now he's going back to Kiri Forest. Oh, he's totally forgotten about that check.
Yeah, oh no. He just grabbed that skull for me there. So I think I'm a little behind here, but it'll probably resync here in a second. This has been a, damn.
Yep.
Okay, so juwk is no longer orphaning dens because he peaked it. It was what we believe because he went through Valley and he had less chews than when we lost him. But now he has orphaned completely his hovers.
Yeah, he forgot about hovers. Oh boy. So I guess that favors Flouche again.
So, this seed is out. Oh, also, We missed it because comms went out for a second there. We're sorry, technical issues. But happy 2 hours. Give shout outs to our runners, Flouche and Juke, who are having a very not good time. Shout outs to our trackers, Purple and Iceline, or Iceling. I'm not sure. I'm going to butcher that several times, and I'm sorry. And then shout out to my co-com Mott. And a shout out to our restreamer, Quagsire.
And shoutouts to Mad Monk Adam for the good vibes.
Yeah. Ashling. Okay. I keep mixing up both sides several times, and I'm sorry.
So it's so when we find a slingshot, it's not like a sling.
Hey, Sling. Hey. Second bomb bag on Darunia. Okay. Dancing Dad was a bomb bag.
Okay, that's cool. Now you can use bombs.
Was it? That's what they're saying in chat, but I missed it completely.
Yeah, we have to refresh perhaps. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's using bombs, so yes. Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Flouche heading back to GTG. I'm 27 skulls right now.
He might just be doing Wasteland. I don't think he goes back to GTG because there's really not anything else left for him there. He can do.
Yeah, did he full clear everything except strength 2 and maybe sunken rupees?
The strength 2, the Wolf Oast in front of it. So that's 5 checks. Okay. And then the
Bow target.
BMOS, the bow with the 4 statue eyes. He didn't do hook shot list. He did everything else. Okay, so he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 checks left there. So it's not too bad, but still. Eh.
Where are you going, Juke? Are you going back to SFM?
No, he's brain, word, memory things. He's skull hunting with bugs.
$16 for Juke, 27 for Flouche, 28 for Flouche, I guess. Flouche can get 29 and 30 in Valley here.
Yeah, no, this is Juke doing the soil patches with bugs.
Yeah, that's worrying.
He is completely orphaning that check. I'm not sure if he forgot about it, thinks he checked it, or
Yeah, if what Cola says is true, then he probably has a full list of checks that he still needs to do, and if it's not on the list, then it's a problem.
oh, if he misclicked it, that's gonna be rough. That's 17 skulls for Juke.
No, they're not two different checks. The Wolf
No, we're not talking about the song. We're talking about the grotto. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Grotto that has the hover boots.
The grotto is the same on both sides. It's just depending on when you do it.
Okay, so here's 29 for Flouche. Although he could have grabbed the ones in Valley as well.
Yeah. I'm not sure why I climbed up here for this one. Or is climbing up here for this one.
Maybe you already picked up the ones in Valley. Don't remember.
I don't believe so. It wasn't nighttime for him there. He didn't go to a Valley Adult. He
Yeah, I think it was nighttime.
He went as child and then jumped down.
I think it was nighttime when he entered here, because I specifically said that he needed to play Suns to go play HBA.
Also, serious, yes. Juke found the 30 hint.
Yeah, so it's basically a question which one is the first person to last location their item.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Duke remembers when he sees the path hint again in his tracker, then he maybe remembers, oh, maybe I should do the grotto.
Maybe.
There's a good chance that Duke will still get back to the check at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And if Flouche wants to go water, then he should do it next. He's now relatively close to water.
Flouche's strength 2 is on the invisible chest next to Dead Hand in the well, which is the only 2 checks that Flouche did not do in there.
I mean, how the play looks very bad, of course, when you know the strength is there. But given the match situation, I really don't think it's that bad. I've seen way worse plays. It's not super fast, and strength might just be in forest, and you might be in go mode already.
Yeah.
The chances were not too big that the strength is specifically there. It's just a bit silly.
Mm-hmm.
And very unfortunate for Flouche, but I really don't think it's a super bad play. I think I've seen worse.
Oh yeah, no. It wasn't a bad play at all from Flouche's perspective. He had no way of knowing what was there, for 1. For 2, they're slow checks. And then for 3, the likelihood of them being a required item isn't very high with how many checks are in the game.
The biggest reason to do those checks is because they're when are you going to do them if they are required?
Yeah.
Not easy to get back to them.
The biggest reason to do them is if they're path, but your path was fulfilled by getting the hook shot, so... he is doing the toilet. We're gonna see a toilet, folks.
Yeah, this seed is basically just to do everything seed. We have to do bottom of the well, we have to do ice. GTG is maybe optional, but hard to get away from it.
How long has Restream been stuck with Juke at Big Rolling Goron?
He is at Zora's Domain now, Duke, so entering Zora's
Yeah,
Domain.
he's entering Zora's Domain. 5 minutes. Oh god.
Oh, just a key here on Soken rupees.
Just a key on the toilet. Okay.
Where are you heading now, Flouche? You're not heading to water,
All right.
apparently.
Oh, okay. He's at Lake now. I mean, Juke's had some bad internet a couple times, but never this bad, at least as far as I remember. But it's pretty bad today.
Yeah, I have no idea where he's going next. I mean, he can go grab the mirror shield, but it's better to do that as a child if you still have bottom of the well checks.
Mm-hmm.
He also beat DC.
I'm not sure where Flouche is going.
I think he just goes for the mirror shield and maybe thinks about what to do next.
Yeah. Really don't have a lot of places you can go that'll give you time to think about your routing at the moment. Also, can we see... Did you see how clean Juke was getting that skull that's on the back of the lab?
No, Duke is actually buffering again for me.
Oh, Lord. It was very clean. Didn't even have to try it more than once. Get the jump slash.
I think Flouche just needs some thinking time. Does he want to go water? Does he want to go child again? You doing those Serias checks. Not gonna be bailed out by 20.
Alright, there is a... 30 skulls for Flouche. I'm gonna go in here and turn stuff in. 20 is just some arrows. Rough. Yeah, Nocturne is on Burning Cat, so it's locked behind Spirit now. But hey, there's his Mirror Shield.
Now we are going to Graveyard. What is there that we haven't done yet? Oh, yeah.
Sunsun Grave?
No, he did do that, but he didn't do the Composer's Grave yet. He did Samsung as a child.
Yeah, he's some Composer Grave. Oh, the torches, right.
Yep, the torches.
I always forget. Oh, Juke's about to get his dens.
Be back in a sec. I'll take a super quick break.
Yep. Alright, dens, torches, nothing. Boom, boom. Not sure where Flouche is going to decide to go here. And of course, Juke is about to hit this crate, and there's his dens. So, Flouche is missing his second strength in Well. Juke missing his hovers in Sacred's Forest Meadow. Their pathing from here on out will be interesting to see. Yeah, this is looking like a water play from Flouche. Oh, I forgot we had a spawns command. Child spawn was Crater from Goron City, I believe. Yeah, somewhere in Crater.
I'm back again. Looks like a water play indeed.
Welcome back. Yeah, as we just saw from Juke, Death Mountain Crater is the spawn from Goron City.
Okay, so how much time does Flouche have to go to his strength? Probably not too long, because Duke is probably almost out of checks.
It really depends on if he's using that tracker and he accidentally clicked it off.
Yeah, but then Duke still has a few minutes to think about where those offers might be.
Mm-hmm.
But Duke might also go to water, actually, if he really thinks he has done as of him.
Yeah. Of course, Duke still has, with the Mirror Shield now, the rest of Spirit and Jabu to do.
Yeah, that's true, actually. And then he'll probably also find some sort of item that gives him even more checks. It's worrying.
Yeah. Is this a shoot the sun peak? It says shoot the sun peak.
Yeah, I mean, Lake Isle is double path, so there might be even a third item waiting there. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Kokiri Sword here, or... well, it can't be long shots.
Yeah, no, it's long shot locked.
It could be Boomerang, though.
Could it? Well, long shot was in, yeah,
If
okay.
long shot is on Twin Rover, for example.
Nope, it is just a purple rupee. Rank is in Spirit, or there's very few items that could still lead to rank in Spirit, but it's possible. Long shot, Kokiri sword. There you go. If long shot or Kokiri sword are the item in Spirit, that means our rank is either Deku or water or something like that.
So when we reach the, let's say, 245 mark, I think both runners are just waiting for the other player to finish.
Yeah.
And then they probably still need half an hour for either of them to beat the seed.
All right. It's very close to 30 on Juke's side. We got hinted that OGC is dead. Troubadour was one of our sometimes hint.
Can we maybe do a prediction whether the seed is going to sub 315, or is that not a fun prediction to do?
I think we already had the prediction for who will win.
Oh,
So we
yeah,
can't do another prediction on top of it.
Yeah, we already have a prediction. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, no, there's still a whole Twin Rova, Jabu Jabu, Shadow, and Climb. There's still a lot of seed left, even though it doesn't look like it. And there's Juke's Mirror.
Yeah, so both runners are going to feel behind right now.
Oh yeah. Juke for how late he got that hint. Flouche for still having no strength 2.
Flouche maybe thinks he might still be okay, but he really hopes strength is not in bottom of the well.
Right. Every enemy in Water Temple, I swear.
And there's still a non-zero chance that the another strength shows up here.
Yeah.
The odds of that are probably, I don't know, 5%. Maybe a bit more, maybe 10.
I have no idea, to be honest. There's only 4 checks in water. Everything else is a key, if I remember correctly. VXR strength 2 was on the invisible chest next to Dead Hand and Well.
Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
One day we'll have a name for all the 300 plus checks in the game.
Yeah, no, Flouche did everything else in Well, but skipped those 2 checks, VXR.
Yep, and I was already kind of afraid that he would be doing that. Despite chat assuring me that we would never ever skip that.
Right. Yeah. Juke finally has a shield 2.5 hours in.
Does anyone have some statistics on what the percentage is that strength 3 is strength 2 locked?
Strength 2 locks.
It feels like there's a good amount of seeds where that happens.
It really depends on what else Strength 2 locks, because Strength 2 itself only locks Spirit, back at GTG.
Yeah, so I'm just talking about starting a random seed. What are the odds that strength 3 is strength 2 locked? Just
pretty often, I would say.
It's probably higher than you think. All right, Darkling Loop. Everyone's favorite checks from S4. No, Dead End is just, I think it's haunting his mind since he skipped that.
Yeah.
I think he'll see Dead End in his dreams tonight.
Oh, Lord. I know I did after I played the game for the first time. It gave me nightmares as a kid.
Oh, what is the setup? Oh, wow, that's incredible. I've never seen that before.
Oh, that was... Huh, I didn't know you could do that. I thought you had to go around the room with the hovers.
Okay, this is also a trick I have to put on my to-do list.
Yeah.
Next to all the others that I have on my to-do list.
Which is every trick.
Well, it's still a good number of tricks indeed. Yeah, the question is who will find the bait first? Will Flouche find some bait or will Juwk find some bait? It looks like Flouche found all the items in water because he doesn't want to continue.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the child play. The child cleanup.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see if he goes back well. I have lost.
I mean, he has to. I mean, he's gonna check the Serious Lock checks, and then he has to go well. There's nothing else for him, right?
Can't do Deku. Can't... Yeah, just like his last 2 checks is gonna be his last location.
Maybe Harrow Castle, or was it hinted dead?
Din's Ferry? No, it wasn't hinted.
Oh, Skullkid is hinted dead. Oh, but Juwk went to Skullkid. A Boomerang check is also hinted dead. That I know for sure.
Yeah, Cola. We got a Boomerang check hinted dead.
I think it was one of the Temple of Time.
Troll Rova in slideshow. Dear God.
So, well, if Skullkid is hinted dead, then he just might go to bottom of the well after this. Oh, we still need to do the pot.
Yep. Didn't have bombs his first time through.
Oh yeah, the first time through was actually in minute 1.
Yeah.
That would be
There's
a feels bad moment.
Yeah, there's a cutscene. If you play Sun Song for Darunia.
Was Flouche checking whether the shop has some juice? I'm not sure why he went back in.
Reset the pot. He missed the.
Oh, did he miss it? Oh shit.
I believe so, or not, or resetting Big Rolling Goron.
Ah, that's it. Yeah, no, definitely didn't miss the pot. Yeah. All right, turn Rover down. There's the baby sword.
Kokiri sword on Twin Rova.
I hope I'm not ahead of chat, but yeah, that was definitely the baby sword. Yeah, that was worrying for Juwk. But yeah, very likely that this would happen either here in Shadow or in Jabu.
Yeah, right. No, he's got rank. Rank was mirror locked.
Can't go to Shadow, yeah.
Yeah, rank was in one of the mirror lock checks.
Yeah,
Kokiri sword's complete bait.
Seems we're going child again.
Purple.
Oh, we didn't do a green minigame. Oh. Flouche heading for Skullkid, which apparently was not hinted dead, or both of the runners didn't find a hint.
Looking at Flouche's hint tracker, he does not have the Skull Kid hint marked down.
Oh, he didn't.
Right back. Maybe he does.
Oh, he didn't do this check here.
Oh.
So where next, Flouche? Time for bottom of the well.
Where is Juwk going? Juwk. Oh, Juwk's doing Jabu, yeah.
Aye. This is going to feel so bad.
Also, sorry, my landlord is... A tree fell on the truck, and my landlord is taking care of it right now, so if you hear a chainsaw, I apologize.
That will be a good addition to what's happening in the seed.
Just chainsaw in the background.
That's a Frogs 1 play? Or just a... yeah.
Yeah, this is Frog's one.
And then bottom of the well.
Hopefully. We're just hoping he goes back to bottom of the well at this point.
Yeah, he has to go to bottom of the well, otherwise I'm not sure
I
if
don't think
either
he has
runner...
any text left.
What if none of the runners finish?
Oh, Lord.
Nah, he's going bottom of the well now.
Yeah, Salty. Frog Susan always hitting. We got it. It's dead.
So
Slideshow fish grab.
So I think when Juwk is done with all the progression, I think Juwk has like 15 minutes to remember SFM.
Mm-hmm. Alright, yeah, this is looking like a back to well play for Flouche.
Yeah, Flush is basically continuing because it's a 1v1, but in a call or in a weekly he might just have stopped already.
Forfeited because thinking he was already lost, yeah. Especially with the last location, strength 2, that's rough.
And Juwk probably also thinks he's behind, finding the hint so late.
Mm-hmm.
Finding the hints very late.
Yeah, but this is going to be basically go once Flouche crashes this strength 2.
Yeah, the hovers are actually in SFM path to Bongo, which makes it extra bad.
Mm-hmm. As Jarp is pointing out, strength 2 locked way more, so it was better item to miss because you have less checks to check before you go back to it.
Yeah, in the end it happened that the strength locked more of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Kiri Short might well have been in water, and then Flush would also have been on a goose chase.
And there it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as to say it's shameful. I think Flush made a play, and I respected that play. It was super aggressive, but there was an argument to be made for it.
Mm-hmm.
At least he's now in go mode.
Yeah. Lights were in trail, bombable wall.
Yeah, that's a Spirit, Shadow, and Jabu go mode for Flush.
Mm-hmm.
So what would our estimated finish time be? Close to 320, 315?
3 something. It's gonna be over 3 hours just because it's Shadow, Spirit, and Jabu.
No matter how this ends, both runners have given us a good race.
Oh yeah.
But it wasn't pretty, perhaps, but certainly it was exciting. It still is exciting.
It's been a good race. Let's see. See, because Juke's already done Spirit and now Jabu. It's depending on when he finally goes back to get those hovers, if he's still in this race or not.
There's also a very, very swag play from Flush there, using the hovers to grab that.
Grab that Silver Ripper, yeah. If Juke finds the long shot, he has everything else in the world to do besides that grotto. Literally.
Yeah, both runners have all the reasons to feel very bad, and in the end, it might be Flush who feels the least bad at the end of the race.
I want to say it's... Oof. He
It's
still
still
doesn't have
not-
irons,
yeah,
that's true. But he'll probably grab them when he goes through field next, because it's just right next to market.
Yep. Flouche
Yeah, actually, he just did. Yeah, Flouche might feel a lot worse about this because he intentionally orphaned that check.
Yeah, Juke thinks he's behind, but Flouche thinks he's lost. That's basically the situation here.
Yeah. Juke feels behind, Flouche feels like he's already lost. That's what we're at right now. And honestly, both plays, I honestly think Juke might have just accidentally misclicked that off and thinks he's checked that check. Because if you look at his personal tracker there, he highlights in gold what his path item was, and he has the Bolero highlighted for Sacred Forest Bendo to Bongo Bongo.
I mean, there's no reason for Flouche to feel okay. I think he literally lost like 20 to 30 minutes by not doing the strength there immediately.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Juke misclicked that, and that's rough. But he might remember that he hasn't done it when he runs out of other checks, maybe? I don't know. But with Kokiri Sword...
As long as there's still hope, you've got to hope that he remembers or that he wakes up from a sleep or has some sort of vision. And then...
Yeah. But just so everybody knows before they get in here, the winner of this race will move on to Winners Bracket Round 4 and will face either Ryukane or Fanta Tanked whenever they have their race, and whoever wins that one. While the person who jumps down to lower brackets will face off against Cola. Which will also be very interesting.
Yeah, Cola's doing the scouting for the next round. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what kind of notes Cola will take away from this race.
Both runners are really good, but they can play aggressive and forget an item. Cola.
Probably, if Flouche wins, Cola's probably thinking, I'm not going to play as aggressive as Flouche.
I don't think you can really call anything Flouche does a cohesive route, because it's all cohesive only to himself. Which is great, but it's still hilarious to me.
He made just one mistake that didn't pay out.
Yeah. I mean, he's been terribly efficient every other place. And both of them have really good execution. I would not want to face either, but I'm also not very good, so...
That's a clean kill on Baronade, what I assume. I haven't seen much of the fight, but Duke is on at the end there.
I haven't seen much of the fight, but we're going to call it a clean kill anyway, because it's the meme.
I haven't seen if Duke found any items in Jabu here.
Nothing.
But yeah, it's probably just a deco play after.
Yeah, stay child, do the deck you play. Alright, Flouche about to pick up his ring here. There we go. To be completely honest, that is go mode for Flouche. But
yeah, it's going to be
to
very
be
long
completely honest, yeah, he does shadow here, before he does Jabu, so he saves an age change. 100% of the time.
Yeah, does he really save an age change if he does the dungeon in the different order?
Actually, you know what? That's true. It wouldn't save it. It'd be the same.
It probably doesn't matter too much. He can go mode both dungeons.
Oh, hey, look, Juke finally got a regular shield. 2 hours and 40 minutes in.
Oh wait, is this an SFM play?
This is going to Deku. He might stop here and grab it. I don't know.
Yep, he remembers. I think
He remembered.
Juke is going to take this.
All right, this is gonna be. This looks like a Juke win now.
Yeah, this is a clear Juke win. He's a full Jabu ahead now. Yeah, he had like 15 minutes to remember, and he remembered. So.
Wow. Kaboom! Go mode for Juke.
Now my prediction.
Wow, this has been back and forth this whole time.
Yeah, that's a tough one for Flouche, being so close to having this one, but the strength was just not in the right place for him.
Yeah. So it's been a very interesting race.
Well, that's my also my prediction out of the window. I think we'll finish around the 3-hour mark now. 3:05-ish.
Yeah, this is the why hasn't my opponent finished yet time for both of them.
Yeah, Water Temple does not have any meaning in this race anymore.
Holy crap!
Sub 3 for Juke.
What was that? Did you see that on Flouche?
Yeah, did he do
I have no idea. I had no idea how he reflected that with the shield on his back, but that was cool as hell.
Yeah, I think I saw what you mean, but I'm not sure that he actually hit Twin Rover there. Maybe.
No, he didn't, but still. Alright, Juke about to pick up his Nocturne here. Do Shadow, and then climb the tower. And then kill Ganon. Meanwhile, Flouche still has to go Child and do Jabu and do Shadow. Alright.
There's Twin Rover down for Flouche.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it's all a bit too late. Flouche probably skipping the Kokiri Sword because he's already in go mode.
Yep. Excuse me. He's just looking at the Kokiri Sword like, why? Alright. See, Shadow Temple's what, 15 minutes? 13 to 15 minutes?
Maybe closer to 10 with the Bigoron Sword and potentially being able to go mode. Cola was convinced it was going to be a sub 3, so... Oh.
Also, just not even opening that big chest, like, ha, nope. Also, at this point, it's probably just either long shot or double magic, to be completely honest.
I'm not entirely sure, maybe the Shadow Pot was hinted.
I don't think so. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, there's the Nocturne for Flouche.
Okay. Lord. Alright, now Flouche is gonna do Shadow before he goes back for job, but that's fair. Either way was fine.
Gosh, what an exciting race that was. Not for the reasons we expected beforehand, but
This has been a very interesting race and seed.
let's use these final 15 minutes to enjoy the execution of both of these runners.
Mm-hmm. Very good execution on both sides.
Maybe they'll show us some execution tricks that we haven't got in our toolkit yet.
Mm-hmm. Remember, fish are friends, not food. I have no idea how that ties in, but it popped into my head. Boop. Ignoring the spinning scythe. Ignoring the big chest.
You didn't equip the hovers there. I wonder if that's intentional. So the one thing we haven't seen yet is the long shot. Maybe I probably won't see that anymore.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that check just then was long shot. Alright, spinner RNG. Let's go. Nope.
He seems to have the bad luck situation where
Yeah.
you want to do the you want to do the left side first for the 4 out of 9 chance. Yeah.
Alright, with the Shadow Temple slideshow on Juke's side.
Yeah, Juke seems to be on the crusher room where the big key is.
Yeah. Crusher. Oh, that is the big key. This has been a good seed, even with the issues we've had. It's been a very good race.
Yeah, despite the technical difficulties, it was still good to follow. Well, if either runner makes it to the finals, then that will be probably in person in Düsseldorf. So no worries about the bad internet.
Yeah. It's been a our paths were kind of spaghetti for a while there. Our paths were spaghetti until they all became super linear.
Yeah, the game was just decided by one decision by Flouche. Yeah, I'm wondering if Flouche is going to be such a good sport to come for the interview. I can see him skip it, but I can also see him just coming in for the good vibes, depending on how salty he's going to be.
Yeah.
did see a lot of cool stuff from Flouche. The trick in the river comes to my mind with the chicken.
That twin Rova shield reflect, even though it missed, was still cool as hell to see.
Then there was the hover trick in Water Temple on the way to Darklink. So free execution lessons from these guys, and they don't even charge for it.
I have no idea how he pulled it off, so I don't know how I could replicate it, but... Alright. Gotta love Shadow Temple Go mode sucks, because you can at most skip 3 checks.
So, do we find a key here on Juke's side? Yes, we do. So we can go mode to back. That's cool.
That's good.
No reason to drag out the race longer than it needs to be. We don't even have to kill the mummies here.
Oh wow, that's 4 skip checks. You almost never see a shadow with 4 skip checks.
It's pretty rare, that's true. We also have the big key already. The boss key is the proper term in this Zelda game.
I don't know why they switch it almost every game. It goes from big key to boss key, back to big key, back to boss key.
I think in this game it's called the boss key because there are no big chests and that need a key to unlock. In other Zelda games you usually have those checks. At least in Link to the Past.
Right, in the I believe, in Link to the Past, it's a big key to unlock the big chest to get the special item from the dungeon, right?
Yep, that's how it works there.
Yeah.
Yeah, tough week for Flouche, who also had a tough race against Marco in RSL semifinals. Speaking of RSL, tomorrow we'll have another semi-final match in the RSL tournament, Timmy versus Rafa. Starting at the same time as the seed today.
I got juwk stuck on the ship. Oh, there it goes. For restream, not for me.
He's clearly stuck on the bridge.
On the bridge. No, for me, he's still on the ship. Like literally, not even through the first big door on the ship for the long room.
He's now on Bongo.
Oh, is he? Let me refresh. See if that helps.
Yeah, I lost count of how many times I had to refresh the page.
All right. Okay. Bongo bongo.
Nice clean quick kill there.
Oh. I think you're a bit ahead of me. All right, just died for me. That's all right.
Well, these exclamations, I feel comfortable to make even before the boss fight starts. Zero's are so good that it's like a shock if they don't get the 0 cycle, the 1 cycle.
Yeah, especially with the big Goron sword. Which makes it a lot easier. RSL is the Random Settings League.
Yeah, so the Random Settings League, we're basically figuring out what the rules are during play. So we don't know what is shuffled, we don't know what we need to do to beat the game, apart from beating Ganon. We just find out all the clues during the play.
Right, I believe it's certain checks are vetoed or something. I can't remember off the top of my head, but like certain checks are made or settings are made to where there can't be possible, but everything else is.
Yeah, you don't know if you need medallions or stones or skulls or even heart pieces to get to Ganons or to find your boss key. It can be entrance randomizer. Pretty much everything has been shuffled. Oh yeah, even apart from really Ganon is not true. That's yeah. You can also have a Triforce piece hunt.
Oh lord.
But yeah, in the meanwhile, Duke has managed to find his way to the tower. Finally grabbed those 6 medallions.
Yep. And we're gonna see the climb.
It's really crazy. It seems we're still subbing 3 hours with all that has happened.
Yeah, because from Temple of Time to beating Ganon is around 6 minutes, right?
It's pretty wild to me. Also, the boss key and fire being very far.
And not really far, just on Pierre.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is another little time loss for Flouche there, not having a hook shot going into fire. Hook shot into fire, dipping water. I mean, they weren't wrong plays, to be honest.
These are very scary moments for Duke because at this moment he doesn't really know if he's still in the lead or not. Probably expecting Flouche to beat Dot Don any moment. Yeah, I think Flouche would have finished like half an hour earlier than he did, than he does now.
If he didn't rush the end of well.
He did so many extra stuff because not going to the well immediately. He had to double back to the well. Hiking all the way to water. Going second time to GGG. He did a lot of extra stuff.
Well, salt and pepper are down.
So do we still remember where those light arrows were?
Trail, grotto. Not
Yep.
grotto, wall. Trail, bombable wall.
Death Mountain Trail, that's correct. Thanks for reminding me.
Hell, Ganon will remind you.
So all the players who predicted was predicting blue, was that picking Flouche or was it picking Duke?
Flouche is blue, Juke is pink. 1 and 2, left and right side of the screen. If you hover over it in the chat, where the 2 or 1 is, they'll say predicted Flouche or predicted Juke.
Oh, I'm on the Restream channel and there I don't really see
Yeah.
the...
Yeah, hover your mouse over somebody's name in the little chat. Or where the 1 and 2 is.
It says predicted pink or predict blue, 1 or 2, but nothing, no names next to them.
Huh, that's weird.
But yeah, those are all details. Duke is now on the Ganon fight.
Let's see how this fight goes.
Just 2 more minutes and the runners are released from their misery. Even Duke is not really feeling too great.
I can't tell because of everything, because slideshow, but I'm gonna guess. Here's Ganon?
Yeah, I think you're right on time. Maybe 5 seconds too soon.
Alright, cool. Here's Ganon. Pulled pork and bacon. Get ready.
Okay, that's phase 1 down.
Flouche entering Jabu as Juke fights the big pig. This is going to be barely a sub 3, but it will be a sub 3.
Yeah, it will be an easy sub 3. We're in the final cutscene now. Yeah, so it doesn't look like we'll be joined by either runner for the interview. So
Yeah. Oh well.
thanks for joining us
It's
in this very cool race.
Yeah, it's been a long stream. Been a long seed, and I can't blame either of them for not wanting to go back over it immediately. To be honest.
Yeah, Flouche already declined, and Juke is not a big fan of interviews in general. He hasn't responded yet, so probably just going to cut the stream very shortly after the race is over. GG's to Juke, well done.
Yep, GG's to Juke finishing while in stutter mode. 2:57:54, just under 3 hours. Hey, we still sub 3'd. Any seed can sub 3.
Flouche did play it out until the end. Flouche actually finished with a time of 3:11:21.
Yeah, we won't see that here, but Flouche did play it out to see what the time difference was.
So a 13.5-minute time difference there.
Yeah, not too bad. It literally just that skipping the end of the well really hurt him.
So yeah.
But we will see both of these runners again, of course. Flouche in the lower brackets, Juke here in the winners brackets. We already know Flouche's opponent will be Cola. We have no idea who Juke's opponent will be yet, but we should know sometime within the next couple of weeks as we push through more of these tournament matches. Anything else from you?
Nope, I think that was a good summary of what's the situation here. So I think we're just going to give it back to the restreamer.
Yeah, we'll hand it off to Quagsire now.
All right. So it looks like coming up currently on ZSR2, we have another match in the losers bracket, Riley versus Rafa. So we'll go ahead and raid out to that. And then later tonight back on ZSR1, we have Zelda 2 Randomizer weekly race. And then our weekend is packed with a bunch of stuff, so make sure to come back. And I'd like to thank our commentators, Mad Monk, Adam, and Mathamont, and thank our trackers, Ashling and Purple, and GG to our runners, Juke and Flouche, and that's where we'll end things.
It also explains why Riley wasn't in here at 20 minutes asking you for in go mode yet.
And thanks for watching.
Peace.